It was a fairy tale that played out not in the bright lights of a red carpet, but in the hushed, anxious quiet of a hospital room. For years, the world watched, mesmerized, as a glamorous and seemingly perfect celebrity romance was thrust into a crucible of unimaginable hardship. This is the story of Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah, a couple whose journey to the altar was paved not just with red carpet appearances and secret dates, but with a terrifying diagnosis, relentless public scrutiny, and a loyalty that would be tested in the most brutal way possible. From the moment their connection sparked, their relationship was never truly their own. It became a public spectacle, a narrative of hope and anxiety that played out in newspaper headlines and online forums, where every glance, every absence was analyzed for hidden meaning. The first whispers began in the summer of 2015, not from a friendly agency announcement, but from the paparazzi lens of Dispatch, South Korea's most notorious revealer of celebrity secrets. The report was meticulously detailed, painting a picture of a cautious, car-bound courtship. They were the visual power couple, both towering figures in the fashion world, and their every move was a potential headline. But the initial public reaction wasn't purely celebratory. Alongside the well wishes, an undercurrent of skepticism and scrutiny emerged. The 5-year age gap, with Shin Min-ah being the older partner, became a point of discussion, a classic trope used to cast doubt on the relationship's longevity in the hypercritical world of K-entertainment. Fans of their individual work began to pick sides, and netizens speculated wildly about whether this was a genuine connection or a convenient publicity stunt for the brands they represented together. The couple, understanding the fickle nature of fame, retreated completely. They offered no confirmation, no sweet social media posts. Their silence only fueled the rumor mill, with breakup rumors sprouting every few months, seemingly out of thin air. This silence was brutally shattered in May of 2017, not by a romantic milestone, but by a devastating medical bulletin. Kim Woo-bin's agency announced that the actor, at the peak of his career, had been diagnosed with nasopharyngeal cancer. The news sent shockwaves through the industry and left his fans reeling. The narrative around the couple instantly and dramatically shifted. The trivial gossip about their age difference or dating habits evaporated, replaced by a somber national concern for Woo-bin's health. And in that terrifying vacuum of information, all eyes turned to Shin Min-ah. How would she, a top actress with a thriving career, respond? The industry can be ruthless, and it's not unheard of for relationships to fracture under such immense pressure. The public held its breath, waiting for a sign, a statement, anything that would indicate whether this fairy tale would end in tragedy. What followed was a masterclass in quiet, unwavering loyalty. Shin Min-ah's agency released a brief, powerful statement. "I am currently helping Kim Woo-bin get better while he is under treatment." There were no elaborate details, no photo ops of a devoted girlfriend by a hospital bedside. Her support was a private fortress. But the industry grapevine began to buzz with stories. Reports surfaced, detailed on shows like Heard It Through the Grapevine, that Shin Min-ah would accompany Woo-bin to his treatments whenever her schedule allowed. This wasn't a performance for the cameras. It was a deliberate choice to prioritize his well-being over her public image. This period was a direct challenge to the often superficial nature of celebrity culture. In a world obsessed with visuals, their love story became an invisible thread, a testament to something real happening away from the glare of the spotlight. Fans and critics alike were forced to confront the humanity behind the glamour, and the public perception of Shin Min-ah transformed from a glamorous actress into a figure of profound strength and devotion. Just as Woo-bin began his long and arduous road to recovery, a new, more invasive wave of speculation began. The couple, seeking a private respite, were photographed during a trip to Australia in early 2019. It was a rare glimpse, a moment of normalcy that should have been met with relief. Instead, the analysis began anew. Commentators and online communities dissected the photos, with some cruelly pointing out that Shin Min-ah appeared to have gained weight. The whispers started low at first, then growing into a roar across social media platforms. Was she pregnant? The rumors ignored the simple human realities of stress, changing lifestyles, and the fact that she had deliberately stepped back from her career. This baseless speculation highlighted the impossible standards placed on female celebrities, whose bodies are treated as public property to be scrutinized and judged. The agency was eventually forced to issue a denial, a frustrating but necessary step to combat a narrative built entirely on conjecture. As Kim Woo-bin miraculously returned to health and slowly stepped back into acting, the dynamics of their relationship entered a new, more public phase. Their decision to sign with the same agency, AM Entertainment, was a strategic power move that signaled their unity and allowed them to navigate their careers as a team. The industry took note. They were no longer just a couple, but a consolidated dominant force. Their support for one another became more visible, yet still tastefully discreet. When Shin Min-ah returned to television with Chief of Staff, a coffee truck arrived on set. The banner, personally written by Kim Woo-bin, was a public declaration of pride that spoke volumes in its simplicity. This was a far cry from the secretive drives of their early dating days. They were now building a partnership in the open, on their own terms. This shift was brilliantly mirrored when they co-starred in the 2022 drama Our Blues. While their characters didn't share a romantic plotline, the mere fact of their professional reunion felt like a victory lap for fans who had followed their arduous journey. The world was finally seeing the couple they had fought so hard to protect. The final, stunning chapter arrived in November of 2025 with the official announcement of their marriage. The news was met with an outpouring of joy, but true to form, controversy and speculation were never far behind. Almost immediately after Kim Woo-bin's heartfelt handwritten letter was released, the old tired rumors of a premarital pregnancy resurfaced with a vengeance. Netizens pointed to a recent public appearance by Shin Min-ah in Hong Kong, once again analyzing her clothing choices and physique. The agency was once again forced to step in, issuing a firm and definitive denial. There is absolutely no premarital pregnancy. It was a stark reminder that even in their moment of greatest happiness, the couple could not fully escape the invasive gaze of the public and the media. It raises a critical question. After enduring so much, a life-threatening illness, constant scrutiny, and baseless rumors, what does the future hold for them? Their story is a testament to resilience, but it also serves as a mirror reflecting the best and worst of celebrity culture. They have built a fortress around their relationship, but the world remains outside, always watching, always speculating. Their wedding in December will not be the end of their story, but merely the beginning of a new, more complex chapter. One has to wonder, as they step into this new life together, will the scrutiny finally soften, or has their epic love story simply conditioned the public to expect a perpetual drama? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah have already proven that their bond is strong enough to withstand anything, both the seen and the unseen storms.